Now I'm going to present Microporter 5 was a user framework that helps companies understand the level of competition in industry and make better strategic decisions. Let's start with the first was rivalries in competitions. This is a measure of how strongly companies compete with one another. Businesses may cut price or set up marketing when competition is strong, which can hurt profitability. The second force is the threat of new competitors. Existing firms are under more pressure if it's simple of a new enterprise to enter the market. When entrance barriers are lower, these assets increase. Next, we have the third force, risk of alternative, also known as a trade of substitute products or service. The demand of current alternative may decline if the customer selling different goods or service that satisfy the same need. The fourth force is supplier bargaining power. The company expenses and flexibility may be impacted if there are few suppliers because they may demand higher pricing or more stringent conditions. Finally, the fifth force is buyer's bargaining power. Customers might expect higher rates or quality when they have a lot of options. Businesses are under pressure to enhance their products as a result. All these things consider quarter five was as asset companies is in understanding the difficulties they encounter and the formulating plans to maintain the competitiveness.
I will briefly walk you through the key points from a video analysis of Porter's five forces framework, a model used to understand competition within an industry. First, the five forces framework includes threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, threat of substitutes, and rivalry among current competitors. What's powerful about this framework is that it does not just focus on direct competitors. It encourages us to consider the entire competitive environment. Second, the video highlights that external factors matter more than internal strengths. In other words, a company's profitability depends more on the industry structure than just how well it operates internally. That's why understanding these external causes is critical in strategy making. Thirdly, the forces are interconnected. For example, when many substitutes exist, buyers become more powerful because they have more options. So businesses must look at how these forces influence one another, not just analyze them in isolation. Fourth, strategy isn't just about defeating competitors. It's also about shaping the industry to your advantage, like raising entry barriers or lowering supplier power to improve your position. Finally, the real value of this framework is that it helps businesses spot opportunity and threats early so they can build strategies for long term success and sustainable competition advantage. Thank you.
I am going to share how the Potter's 5 forces apply to Mr. DIY. Number 1 is the threat of new entrants. The discount retail sector in Malaysia is growing so fast and entering the market is quite easy. No strict conditions. A good example is Echo Shop, which recently launched its IPO and it's expanding quickly. But here the catch, engaging with Mr. DIY, it's not that easy. They already dominate the market with strong brand awareness and hundreds of stores. So even a new business enter, it's tough to take a market share from Mr. DIY. Number 2 is the trick of substitutes. There is no exact substitute for the wide range of products Mr. DIY offer, but online platforms like Shopee or the special store do give customer other options. Still, Mr. DIY physical presence and huge product variety make it super convenient to customer that helps reduce the threat from substitutes. So from my point of view, even though Mr. DIY is in a competitive market with a new store and other shopping option coming up, it stays it still stays strong because of its well-known brand, affordable prices, and how convenient it's for customer. Thank you.
So third point, bargaining powers of suppliers low. Mr. DIY's substantial purchasing volume and diversified supplier base grant it considerable leverage in negotiations, allowing the company to secure favorable terms and maintain its low price strategy. So, Mr. DIY's counter strategy, they have high purchasing volume, so they often buy in bulk, which give them a strong negotiation leverage over suppliers. So, suppliers are less likely to risk losing such a large buyer. And Mr. DIY have a diversified supplier network. They work with many suppliers in different countries like China, Malaysia, Thailand, reducing dependency on just having a single supplier and they like to switch suppliers. Okay, Mr. DIY sells most generic and non-exclusive item, so it can easily switch suppliers without having any product issue. And Mr. DIY allow maintain its low cost strategy. They offer competitive prices to customers while keeping the profit margin stable. Fourth point, bargaining powers of buyers high. Consumers have access to numerous alternatives, both in physical store and online, increasing their bargaining power. To address this, Mr. DIY focused on providing a wide range of affordable products and enhancing customers' experience to foster loyalty. So now we have numerous alternatives. Customer can shop at any stores like Eco Shop, IKEA, or online platforms like Shopee and Lazada. They have many options, and customer like to switch depending on the cost. Right? It's easy for customers to change where they shop, especially when the prices fluctuates. So they have price sensitive behavior. So many DIY shoppers prioritize cost, making them more likely to shop around for better deals. So what Mr. DIY's counter strategy does is they offer 20,000 plus affordable items, constantly refresh product strategies, and selections. They maintain a user-friendly store layout, so it's easier for our customers to pick the products from where the products like they can do the selection easily. They don't have to go and find the products somewhere, right? So builds customer loyalty through promotions and convenience. So Mr. DIY offers a lot of promotions, and they often bring up with a lot of campaigns to actually satisfy customers. So competitive rivalry high, my fifth point. Okay, Mr. Diawa operates in a high competitive retail environment, facing different competition from both local and international retailers such as Home Pro, IKEA, online platforms like Lazada and Shopee. This intense competition necessitates continuous innovations and value offering to maintain a market share. So we do have high competitive environment. So Mr. DIY faces strong competitions from local chains like EcoShop, Mr. Dollar, and Inso. Well, for regional players, we have IKEA, HomePro, and some online marketplaces like Shopee and Lazada. We have low product differentiation. Many retailers sell similar tools like hardware, household items, which market prices the main differentiator. So Mr. DIY strategies to stay ahead is they have innovative store formats like Mr. Toy, Mr. Dollar, and Mr. DIY Express. So they have strong nationwide presence, over 1,000 stores across Malaysia, and they have promotional campaigns and value bundles like I've mentioned just now. So Mr. DIY's ability to leverage its scale, understand customer behavior, adapt to competitive makes it one of the most resilient and dominant players in Malaysia's retail landscape. Thank you. That's all from me.
Let's begin with the strengths of five forces framework. First, it gives a clear structure to understand an industry. Instead of just looking at direct competitors, it includes other important forces like suppliers, buyers, and new entrants and stabilities. This helps companies see bigger pictures of the what affect their business and profitability. Second, it supports the long-term thinking. For example, if a company sees that customers' power is rising, they can start improving their value of loyalty programs yearly. This kind of thinking helps them to stay competitive in the future, not just react in the moment. Third, the model is a flexible, can be applied to almost any industries, from manufacturing to retail, even education or healthcare. That makes a reliable tool for business analysis in a both small or large companies. Fourth, it helps businesses to prepare the potential threats if one of the five forces becomes stronger, like the threat of new entrants. A company can strengthen its brand to improve the customer service to stay ahead. So it encourages early actions rather than waiting for the problems. Now moving on to the limitations. Firstly, the model is quite static. It assumes industry don't change quickly, but today's industry can shift overnight because of the technology, pandemics, or changing customer needs. The model doesn't capture these fast real-time changes well. Secondly, it focuses on external forces and ignores the company's internal strengths. For example, a strong brand, good leadership, or innovation can help the company succeed, but these are not included in the framework. Third, it's not suitable for digital platform based businesses. Companies like Shopee or Grab compete in different ways through the network, algorithm, or user data. These modern factors don't fit neatly into Potter's model. Lastly, the model assumes everyone's outside the company is a threat, like a suppliers or potential new businesses. But in today's business world, collaboration is common. Companies often partners with others to grow, which the five forces model doesn't consider. In conclusion, while the five forces is still a powerful tool, it should be used together with other modern frameworks to get a complete view of the business strategy today.